Most pizza that we eat is so bad that when you make real pizza from scratch for someone, they're stunned, they're mind blown. The pizzas I most often turn to are the really, really simple pizzas you usually get in Rome, like pizza bianca, which is rosemary and olive oil. And then one I really, really like is pizza with potatoes. 3 cups of flour or a little bit less, say 2 3/4. Half a package, which is about a teaspoon, of instant yeast, which is sometimes called SAF yeast, SAF yeast, or rapid rise yeast, or whatever, but it's dry. It's what passes for dry yeast these days. A teaspoon or so of salt. This thing about salt retarding yeast action no longer holds. Don't worry about it. Throw some salt in there. Just mix that till it's mixed. You want the feed tube open because everything is going to happen here. Turn the machine on. Some olive oil. No need to measure. Glug, 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 glug. A couple tablespoons. And then water. It's about a cup, but no need to measure that either. Pour it right through the feed tube. Now you're starting to hear the whole ball, and you can see it hitting against the sides of the bowl. Let that go for 30 seconds or so. Shape it into a ball. This has to sit for half an hour. As I said, you can let this sit in the refrigerator all day, or you can freeze it and let it defrost in the refrigerator. The dough is nicely developed as far as gluten goes. The food processor is like a miracle when it comes to making dough. And now you just want to stretch it out, turn it into pizza. You can use your hands. I tend to use a rolling pin. If you let it rest a little bit at this point, just 5 minutes, 3 minutes, you can get it a little thinner. You can beat it back. What are the key ingredients here? Very few. You can boil or, God forbid, microwave, although it works fine, a potato until it's not quite done, nearly done. So you do 2, you probably only use 1 or 1.5. Rosemary, absolutely essential. Okay, even that minute I was talking is enough to get this guy to be a little more laid back. Meanwhile, of course, I preheated my oven to 475, even 500. There's a pizza stone in there. If you don't have a pizza stone, you put this all on a cookie sheet, a baking sheet, but this is a nice way to do it with a peel. As I said, a little cornmeal on there. Help it slide right off. Olive oil. Potato. You can, if you have a mandolin, you can thin slice potatoes. You don't have to pre-cook them, really thin, and even overlap them a little bit, make it much prettier. Rosemary. This is not for decoration. You can put a sprig in the middle if you want, but this is really for flavor. Not a lot of seasonings on here, so the salt is important. Okay, into the oven. 6 minutes, maybe 10. We'll see what it is. I'll let you know. This is really it. You're in pizza land. There's no better place to be.